listeners. This is Lori Beth Denberg, and with me, as always,
It's Clark Crozer. That's me.
yes, and this normally would have been the Bad Advice podcast. As you might be able to hear, I have had some little health problems that have affected my voice.
Yep.
I didn't have COVID.
Yeah.
It's a lot of stuff going on. I've been working on a couple projects that wore me out that I'm going to tell you about, but I felt, this wasn't the best situation to record a podcast. I don't know that you'd want to listen to this for an hour. I'm like Harvey Firestein's dead grandmother. So that's why, I apologize. I've missed you guys and I've missed doing the show.
Yeah.
And we do have 2 more episodes coming out.
Right, that we recorded previously.
Yeah, a while ago. So they might say things like, Happy New Year, or, but it's like, I've been waiting to get my voice back to talk to you guys, and then it hasn't happened, so I'm like, okay, let me just talk to them. They'll understand what's happening.
Exactly.
But we do have 2 more episodes that we recorded before my throat fell out.
Right. Hopefully we can put those out in the next couple of weeks.
Yes, we'll get those out, and then... But I can tell you, dear listeners, they've probably totally, cut off by now. I can't imagine listening to this. But Clark is known, but now I can tell you that I have worked on a couple projects, and one of them was secret.
Yes.
But now it has been announced that I will be on the upcoming season of Worst Cooks in America, which is a Celebrities 90s edition.
We're going to I'm sure we'll end up talking about each episode individually and stuff that you've cooked. And
we'll do a side podcast, called Worst Podcast about Worst Cooks. It'll be like The Talking Dead.
Exactly.
But so I'm really excited about that coming out.
Yeah.
I worked really hard on it. I met some awesome people. If you look up, the cast, I got to hang out with all these people.
Yeah.
And I am one of the worst cooks in America. So it's the role I was born to play.
And for anyone listening out there, I have been collecting all of your questions, even though we aren't putting out new episodes the past few weeks. We still are getting questions from you guys, and I have been collecting them. So keep sending those questions in. I am still making a whole big list of questions for us to use in future episodes. So hopefully nothing that you sent was that urgent.
Oh, no.
But regardless, send us your questions still, because I'm still collecting them all for future episodes.
I have an urgent question about President's Day, Lori Beth. Please help me. Oh, I didn't even think about that. But like I said, I don't think that this is anything someone wants to listen to for an hour.
Yeah.
And
I do think, we made it through about a year and a month and a half or so.
Yeah.
Straight, where we went straight doing this podcast every single week for over a year. So I think we could just consider this a little bit of a break. We took a couple of weeks off.
Yeah.
And, we'll get back to the swing of things.
Yeah. And I just kept hoping, maybe I'll be better. And
maybe I won't sound like Froggy from the Little Rascals
and
next
just so
week.
you guys know, even Clark, I hadn't spoken to. I would just text him and be like, I shouldn't do, my voice isn't here, whatever. And then today I realized I hadn't actually talked to him. So I called him and I'm like, hey, this is what I've been talking about. And he was like, oh, fuck. But I wanted to come over into the studio and record something for you guys.
Yeah, really quick.
I do miss doing the show. I do miss you guys and your questions. I miss Clark and Bags.
Yeah.
And
my
all
ice
the
machine.
Stuff. Oh, the ice machine. The ice machine.
And I know this won't matter to anyone else out there listening, but I totally rearranged our whole design here. So we kind of we're sitting in new spots and we have new microphones. It just is.
It's a new beginning.
We're going to start fresh any day now.
It's a new beginning. As soon as I get my new larynx, we're going to be back on top, baby. We're going to shoot to number 1.
Exactly.
So anyway, guys, I love you. I'm going to let you stop listening to my voice. Worst Cooks in America, my season, I think, starts April 24th. It's on the Food Network.
Yum.
And if you miss my voice and how it sounded, watch that. And I'm going to get back to doing this as soon as I can.
Yeah.
I'm going to drink more tea. I'm going to do everything I ever do.
Yeah, sounds good.
So thank you, Clark, for listening to this in person. That had to be worse than anything. And I love you, kitty cats, listening. And I hope you're well. And we'll be back soon.
Bye.
Goodbye.